Live from Studio 7E in Rockefeller Center, this is News 4 New York.
First at 11, was he a mini Madoff? The investigation that may have driven this well-to-do father to allegedly kill his family. Good evening. Was it financial ruin that made him fear life over death?
We are learning more now about William Parente, the man, the money manager, and the questions the brutal murder of his family leaves behind. John Noel's here with a story for us.
Chuck, police say they are looking into whether William Parente had been running a multi-million-dollar investment swindle that recently started coming apart as they try to figure out what pushed him to do what they say he did. Blunt force trauma and asphyxiation is how police describe the murders that took place in this hotel outside of Baltimore, Maryland, sometime Sunday. Investigators say 59-year-old William Parente of Garden City, Long Island, first bludgeoned and suffocated his wife, Betty, then his 11-year-old daughter, Catherine, followed by his 19-year-old daughter, Stephanie, placing their bodies on the bed before going into the bathroom, cutting himself, and bleeding to death.
We continue to interview family, friends, work associates to try to determine the motive and circumstance behind these violent acts. The Baltimore County Police Department has learned of allegations that William Parente may be involved in questionable financial dealings.
While police and now the FBI investigate whether Parente's financial dealings might have sparked this murder-suicide, psychologist Robin Kerner with St. Luke's Roosevelt Hospital Center in Manhattan says it was unlikely the sole factor pushing Parente towards the edge.
Well, if in fact there was some sort of criminal investigation about to explode with a Ponzi scheme, that certainly could have been a precipitating factor. But there was clearly much going on in days, weeks, months, even years prior to this where the situation was building, before it got to this point.
And Kerner adds once Parente reached that point of desperation, he possibly couldn't face the shame and embarrassment and didn't want his family to have to face it either.
Yeah, I would imagine if someone sees killing their child as their only option out of a situation, then they're not thinking very clearly at all. They're taking a very permanent solution to something that is actually, while very upsetting and severe, is a short-term problem.
Mental health experts say reaching out to people caught in a downward psychological spiral can be very difficult because often they don't show any signs of trouble until the moment they snap. Sue?
John Noel, thank you.